Hello NFL fans, welcome to NFL Picks with Dave. Before we begin, I have a quick announcement. Starting today, this channel will only focus on the lock of the week and 3 key games due to my daily schedule becoming more busy. I'll still predict the other games briefly after the first 2 picks. Starting next week, Thursday Night Football will be predicted on NFL Picks' Facebook page, and new videos will be released on Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Feel free to leave a comment below if you have any questions about this. Okay, moving on. Today we're going to predict how Week 3 of the 2022 NFL season will play out. Let's get started! Our first game takes us to Cleveland, Ohio, where the Browns will battle against the Steelers. Pittsburgh last week lost to the Patriots with a score of 17-14, while the Browns suffered an embarrassing loss to the New York Jets with a score of 31-30. This pick is tough. Since the Browns are playing at home, I'm picking them with a score of 35-28. Let's now move on to Sunday's games. Our first Sunday game takes us to Miami, Florida, where the Dolphins will take on the Buffalo Bills in an AFC East showdown. The loser of this game will be booted from the undefeated club. Buffalo last week steamrolled over the lowly Titans with a score of 41-7, while the Dolphins defeated the Baltimore Ravens with a score of 42-38 after being down 28-7 at the half. This pick is very tough. Since the Bills seem stronger, I'm picking them with a score of 17-10. Our next game is between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. Kansas City last week edged the Chargers with a score of 27-24, while the Colts were shockingly shut out by the Jaguars with a score of 24-0. This pick is super easy. I'm picking the Chiefs with a score of 38-10. This pick is the lock of the week. My next picks are the Bengals over the Jets, 20-17, the Vikings over the Lions, 24-21, the Ravens over the Patriots, 34-24, the Raiders over the Titans, 31-24, the Saints over the Panthers, 17-3, the Eagles over the Commanders, 28-21, the Bears over the Texans, 27-17, the Chargers over the Jaguars, 34-14, the Rams over the Cardinals, 42-20, the Falcons over the Seahawks, 31-20, and the Cowboys over the Giants, 24-13. Now let's move on to the final 2 key matchups. Our next game takes us to Tampa, Florida, where the Buccaneers will take on the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay last week ran over the Bears with a score of 27-10 as their ownership over Chicago continues. Tampa Bay, meanwhile, blew up the Saints with a score of 20-10. This pick is difficult. Since the Buccaneers are on a roll, I'm picking them with a score of 35-34. Our fourth and final good matchup is between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. San Francisco last week shot down the Seahawks with a score of 27-7, while Denver defeated the Houston Texans with a score of 16-9. This pick is pretty tough. Since Russell Wilson owns the 49ers, I'm picking Denver with a score of 28-21. And that wraps up today's episode. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to push that like button and subscribe. It will mean a lot to me if this channel could reach 20 subscribers this season. Also, be sure to follow this channel's Facebook page for the latest news and updates. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.